What's going on, guys? It's your boy GS, and welcome back for yet another Madden 13 online ranked match. And today, that's why we are bringing out the 5 wide with the San Francisco 49ers. This was around Super Bowl time, and I got excited. My team is in the Super Bowl, so I went ahead and played a handful of games with the 49ers. Had to rep my team. I was proud that we were in the Super Bowl for the first time since '94. My opponent went ahead and selected the Seattle Seahawks, which is one of the best teams to give yourself a good chance against the 49ers. The Ravens, the Packers. I mean, there's not too many teams where if you're equal skill-based players that can give yourself a good chance against the Niners because they are, the best team in the game. But the Seahawks give you that chance. They're just as good as the Niners. Tremendous defense, great offense, mobile quarterback. Pretty much have the same thing. Only difference is 49ers got some better linebackers that can jar some balls loose every now and then. So 3rd and 21, we got him on forever. He ends up throwing like a motion fade or wheel route, whatever you want to call it. So we got him to 4th and 3. He decides to go for it, and he throws a very bad pass. And I'm sorry, son, no soup for you. We end up getting a user interception with Patrick Willis, and we got the ball right around midfield. So now's a good chance to be able to, get the momentum swinging. Let's go ahead and move the ball positively and put some things on the board. So very first play, of course, we go to the Eagle deep in, and we get a touchdown with Tedward Ginn coming through, and we end up scoring. So we are up 7-0, and of course we're feeling good about it. We stopped him on his first drive. We were able to score on our first drive. So we're up 7-0, and that right there is always a good thing. So hopefully, as you guys know, I'm not too good or competitive on defense, but this is the type of team where I can just sit back and let them do everything for me. Right there, another interception. The CPU coming through with another pick. And, well, their first pick, because I had the first one, but another turnover, I should say. And now we have a chance to go up 14-0, and Kaepernick ends up throwing over towards the left, and we end up getting a touchdown with Tedward Ginn again. Look at Tedward Ginn coming through with 2 touchdowns to begin the first quarter. So we're up 14-0. Now we feel like, okay, this game might be easy. We just, might be able to run away with this ball game. Again, we are up 14-0 with potentially the best defense in the game. In my eyes, they are. So hopefully I should just be able to call plays, sit back, and watch the ball hawking Niners go to work. As long as my users stay okay, I should be good. But there goes the read option. There goes that play that I struggle with oh so badly. Again, I haven't faced it too much this year, but whenever I have, they've just had tremendous success against me using it. And now I'm like, damn it, very first time he used it, he scored a touchdown. So that right there just pretty much means he's going to go to it much more because he just ran off a great run with it. But as long as we stay consistent on offense, we should be able to run away with this game. Again, all we got to do is make the right reads and we'll be okay. Right there, we try to swerve the spy. That's exactly what we do running with Kaepernick. And that is a tremendous thing that the 49ers have, is that mobility at the QB position, where just in case nothing is there, you can go ahead and take off. Right there, thankfully we get that off right before we get sacked. So 2nd and 10, as you see, he's playing some fag D, and this is why I wanted to run the Philly 5 wide, to give myself the best chance to defeat this damn faggotry of defense that people are calling. Again, it's getting more and more popular by the day. Right here, we try the screen, and it doesn't get anything. So we're at the 33 some odd yard line, so we settle for the field goal, and we end up going up 17-7. Not the best thing in the world, but then again, not the worst. We still go up 2 possessions, and in any point in time when I go up 2 possessions, man, I feel like that's key, because no matter what he does on offense, I should be able to get the ball back with a lead. So hopefully we can go ahead and, stop him to either a field goal. Worst case scenario, we want to give up a field goal. That's scoring wise, but hopefully we can cause a turnover on downs, do whatever it is we got to do to stop this team and, get the momentum back. And there is Wilson again taking off, and again, I haven't faced this too many times, so I'm really having trouble with the read option and just mobile quarterbacks in general, because you guys know spy is broken. They're easily run around. Right there, I felt like I was in position. I was holding the ball hawk, but I got just 0 defensive animation right there, and that right there definitely sucked. Then he does a quick check down over towards the right to Butler, and he ends up scoring a touchdown just as the first quarter ends. So we still do have a lead though. So again, as long as we score here, we're okay. We should. And there goes just a huge big hit fumble. Teddy Ginn, Edward Ginn, whatever you want to call him, and just ends up fumbling. Oh man, and that's the type of things that these defensive teams can deliver. You know, the Niners, the Seahawks, they can just deliver these random big hit fumbles and make things happen for you. Unfortunately, I'm the receiving end of the big hit, and he jarred the ball loose and he was able to recover. So I'm extremely frustrated. And then of course he ends up taking the lead 21-14. Even though I feel like that shouldn't have happened, I should have. Oh my goodness, there's nothing worse than just defumbles. Defumbles are very, very frustrating. Interceptions can kind of be your fault, you know, if you make a bad read or something like that. But fumbles, you just truly can't control, man. There is a cover-up button in the game, but even that's not foolproof, you know. So those hits are just unexpected, and again, that's the most frustrating turnover in Madden. It's just the CPU big hit fumble, man. And unfortunately, like I said, it happened to me, not him. So again, we're down 17-21, but you know, we like the offense that we have here. We like the depth chart setup that we have, and right here we end up going deep to none other than the man of the hour. Even though he fumbles, he makes up for it with a huge touchdown right there, his third of the game. Kaepernick and Ted Ginn are definitely finding a big one-on-one connection right here, and we're making things work. So 24-21. Excuse me. And again, we're just hoping for this defense to do something. Now, I know I'm bad at defense, but even the 49ers should be able to help even me out. You know, right here he goes over the middle, and we don't get anything. Holding call. Was that holding? Yeah, it was holding. Right there. Don't test the user. He's so disrespectful. Somebody please give that man a link to my channel and let this gentleman know. Do not throw the ball my way. The results are going to end up something like that. Right there we go to Randy Momo for his first catch of the game. Right here we're standing in the pocket. We try a screen and we don't get anything right there. So a second and goal. As you can see, Kaepernick 60%, not the best, but definitely not the worst, and he's still putting in work. So right here on third and goal, we're looking for a touchdown right here. We're looking to put something on the board. Thought I saw somebody over the middle. He was playing Fag D, and I end up throwing right into coverage. Good users by him, but again, he had like 9-10 people in coverage. Not the easiest thing to go ahead and try and find somebody with minimal space at that. I had maybe 7-8 yards to work with, and he had so many people backed up. So shouldn't have thrown it. But the very next play, we end up getting an interception. So we get back-to-back interceptions, and hopefully we can go ahead and this time be able to move the ball and put some type of points on the board. Even if it's a field goal, we'll take what we can get. We roll outside the pocket. We get hit as we throw the ball and nothing. So 2nd and 10 right here, we drop back, and we're looking for somebody to squeeze their way open, and we end up throwing, and it's another interception. So 3 interceptions within 4 throws. He's not going to make another turnover himself. It's just turnover after turnover after turnover. Right here, he ends up throwing, so he gets an incomplete pass. So still 3 INTs over 5 plays. Not another one. Not another interception. I'm sorry, son. No shoot for you. We had to hit him with that. That was that Peter Brady? No, pork chop schnapple sauce. See, you guys, a lot of my subs are too young, but the older guys, you know what I'm talking about. That pork chop schnapple sauce. You guys know that Peter Brady. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about with the pork chops and applesauce. Leave in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about that pork chops and applesauce, son. So right now we're getting to the 2-minute warning. Right now we got to play level-headed. We got to make better reads. Right here we go over the middle and we end up holding on to the ball, putting us in good position to at least get a field goal here, unless there is a turnover. But you know, we don't want that. We go to the screenplay, but that has not been working for us at all this game. So we pretty much just got to ditch it. It's really not working. But wide open over the middle is Davis, and then we get a hit stick, and then we fumble. And you want to talk about frustration? I was at the 3-2 line, on my way to score. He gets a huge big hit, and I end up fumbling. And it's just a turnover fest, man. And again, I'm on the receiving end and I'm on the giving end as well. But, you know, 2 fumbles in 1 game, man, that right there really, really hurts, especially that second one when I was so close to scoring. But look at us getting the big hit on Marshawn Lynch, but this time we end up picking up with Cox. We get 6 feet of Cox, and we end up scoring a touchdown off of the Patrick Willis big hit. And again, that's the type of thing that these Niners can bring, man. They can big hit and just cause fumbles. So we got a 10-point lead at this point in time in the ball game, and now we're feeling great. You know, still 2 minutes left in this half. Still a lot of game to go, but I definitely feel like this defense is just going to make something happen for me. They're a big, tremendous hitting defense. Very good man coverage, you know, good zone awareness, and You know, hopefully we can just force him into a couple of more mistakes and put this game away and be able to take this victory, slap it in a suitcase, and bring it home. Right here, he's starting to move the ball a little bit, and of course, you know how GS gets before halftime. I don't know what it is, but my playing skills, they just diminish. They just go down right before halftime, and I just make bad decisions. I don't know what it is, but on 3rd and 5, Wilson ends up taking off. He ends up getting the first down. So a little over a minute left. Well, actually, it was a minute on the dot, and he's in field goal range at this point. Excuse me. Which is something obviously we don't want. We got to try and take him out of field goal range, or at least hold him to a field goal if he is going to score. A field goal is giving up a field goal is better than a touchdown, you know. So hopefully we can just make something happen. But on 3rd down, he ends up converting, and he was making some big plays on 3rd down as our freaking alarm goes off right there. He was definitely getting some big plays when he needed to, and right there was a big touchdown right there. So we got 30 some odd seconds left with you know, a 3-point lead. We are going in overtime with the lead. I mean, we definitely feel like it should be more than that, but I mean, you got to take what you can get at this point. We end up going really quickly outside. We do have a couple of timeouts, so we should be okay if we are able to get ourselves into field goal range. Right here with some odd seconds left, we go deep over the middle, and we end up getting Randy Momo right at about the 40-yard line, so we got to waste the timeout. Right here, we drop back, and we throw it, and look wide open again. That right there could have easily been a touchdown, but he drops it, and we're forced to kick a field goal. And you want to talk about frustration level setting in. That right there was an easy touchdown. He had nobody ahead of him, and he just dropped it. He straight out just dropped it. But we do get ball back at halftime, so I mean, that right there was big. But being able to score that touchdown would have been huge, right? We tried to go over the top, but thankfully he ends up dropping that interception. And you know, we're just trying to make something happen at this point, man. We're trying to get into field goal range because that gives us a 2-possession lead. Right here, we hit the out route to Randy Momo, and he's coming through. You know, some big catches and big time moments. And as you see, look at that throw. Who was he throwing to? Who was he throwing to? There's absolutely nobody in the vicinity right there. There's nobody in that area. And this is a pre-update. I want to say Kaepernick was an 86 at this point. Now he's like an 88, 89. So, but even still, like, he was nowhere near the target he was supposed to be. And that right there allowed him to tie this game, take a lead. And then this right here happened. And I was extremely frustrated that he went ahead and kicked the onside kick and got me. I mean, I tried the audible. As you guys know, in the second half, timeouts are very precious, so I'm not going to call a timeout. I tried the audible. I couldn't get it, and he ends up scoring a touchdown. And now I'm pissed off. I'm really upset. Why would he go ahead and do something like that? We got a really good game going back and forth, and then he sneaks an onside kick on me, and then he recovered. And now I'm very, very upset. And if you guys know, getting me frustrated is easily gonna better your chances of beating on me, because I get very, very frustrated and I try to do too much. And at this point, I'm trying to blow this kid out. I'm very upset. Now I'm like, you know, forget the 4th down swag, forget all this other stuff. I'm gonna try and destroy this guy. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to win, outside of cheesing, blocking kicks, nanos, and onside kicks, because that's not my style. But going for it on 4th down, I'm gonna do what it is I gotta do to win. Right here, as you see, he's just playing really heavy faggy. Now he's starting to put up 2 spies, as you see right there, but we end up just wishboning him right up the middle, and we end up getting the touchdown. We go for 2, but unfortunately we don't get it. So we still are up. I mean, we're still down, but it's a 1-possession game at this point. So again, I'm really, really frustrated that he's going to go ahead and sneak an onside kick on me. So I'm trying everything. Now I'm really, really hoping that we go ahead and get a stop, because there's nothing better. I mean, there's no better feeling than beating somebody who plays like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not stopping you on defense either, outside of the mistakes that we've both made. But nonetheless, it's not like I'm overpowering you on defense. We're both having a bad games, but we're both making up for it. You know, we're both going back and forth. You don't see me onside kicking. You know what I'm saying? You don't see me doing anything like that. But on 4th and 5, he decides to punt the ball. Again, right here, you see the heavy faggy. He's sending 2. He got 1 in the spy. We try to outrun somebody, but we don't. And we get a holding penalty at that to, you know, put the cherry on the top, if you want to say. Again, as you see, his defense just changed completely a little later on. But first time, we finally get a good a screenplay right there for a good positive yardage right there. Right here, we end up going out and again drops another pass. He wasn't hit. He just drops it. I don't His catching is low, but I mean, come on, he's just gonna drop a wide open pass like that. I mean, I don't know. Vernon Davis holds on to the ball in traffic right here, so we got a chance to take the lead, albeit a field goal or a touchdown. Right here, I mean, we can tell by the two spies, man. He's really just doing whatever he can do. He's throwing up heavy fag D. He's dropping everybody back, but right there, we still get a touchdown. And we're up 46-42. We try to go for 2 to make it a 6-point game, but we don't get it. So we are up 4 points. We're still up a field goal, so he still needs a touchdown to go ahead and take the lead. And I don't know what's going on with my computer. Usually when I end the play, right, you know, it'll go straight into the next play. For whatever reason, it's like a second later. I don't know what it is. So you're kind of seeing me kick, you know, 2 seconds into an extra point, or like right here, you kind of see me go through my formation for whatever reason. I don't know why that's happening. I apologize for that. My computer has been slowing down a lot. So, I mean, I don't see that when I'm editing, but clearly, whenever I stop it, it's going like a second too late, and I don't notice it, so I apologize for that. So we go into the fourth quarter. It's 46-42. We do have a lead. It's turning into be a really good ball game, and of course, I truly want this victory more than anything because he's going to go ahead and sneak you onside kick. He's got that extra possession and 7 points he should never have. You know, fourth down, he goes for it, quick streak inside, and he ends up getting it. You know, nice play by him. So right here, he runs back like 87 yards with Wilson, and he ends up throwing off his back foot, so he doesn't get anything. And again, he needs a touchdown to make something happen. So right now, it's 3rd and 10, crucial down, and this is the down where he's been making, you know, things happen. So hopefully we can go ahead and get a stop. Again, he throws over the middle. He converts again. He's doing really good when he needs to, and that's extremely frustrating. It's like, why can't I get these 3rd down stops? Why isn't this defense coming through when I really need them to? And then he ends up scoring a touchdown right over the middle. So now's our opportunity to either take the lead with the field goal and or touchdown. You know, I say and or like I can do both. But either score puts us in the lead. Of course, we want that touchdown though, right there. Quick out route to Randy Momo, and then we get a fumble. The LB button hasn't worked since last year. Whatever reason, he gets a strip animation, and not only does he get a strip animation, I'm sure you guys have gotten strip animations, but another defender will cancel it because it's a gang tackle. The second defender comes, runs into him, and it's not a gang tackle animation. I couldn't believe that happened. I could not believe that right there happened. So now you want to talk about rage level 100. But thankfully we end up just getting an interception right there. But I was, oh my goodness. So now I'm like really upset. But I gotta focus, man. I can't blame the past. You know, I can't just get upset on what happened before. Now it all comes down to this drive. If I score this drive, I got a great chance of winning. Right there, another drop ball, not due to contact. They just end up dropping it. Right, we're standing in the pocket. As you see, heavy faggotry. Got the 2 spies, but we end up finding Randy Momo right over the middle. And as you see, he has 1 timeout, so we got a good chance to go ahead and kill some clock, and that's exactly what it is we're going to do. You know, he can't stop the clock at this point. Right here, we end up going to drag route. We end up finding Randy Momo again. And right now it's 1st and 10. We end up going. So now we're in field goal range. We are in shape to tie this game. But of course I don't want that. I want to go ahead. I want to beat this kid bad. I want to go ahead and look at this defense. Look at this defense. But we swerve the spy. We end up taking a dive. So it's 2nd and 4 right here with 50 seconds left. The time is ticking. Right here, really quick to Gore. We don't get the 1st down. So it's 3rd and 2. Right here, he calls a heavy blitz. And we had the out route 1-on-1. But we threw it way too soon. He drops a pick. So of course, 4th and 2, I got a chance to tie the game, but I don't want to tie the game. I want to beat this guy just for kicking that outside kick, and I'm upset. I don't want to tie it. I don't want to go in overtime. I want to beat him now. Here and now, I want to beat this guy. He's probably going to call the same play, so I'm going to call the same play. He blitzes, and unfortunately, my left receiver was jammed way too hard, and he couldn't beat the press, and we end up losing the game. That's the end of the game, guys. That's just what happens all due to frustrations, man. I mean, I can't blame nobody but myself. I should have went into overtime. I knew the coin toss, but while the game was happening, so much frustration is set in, and you play stupidly, and I always do whenever I'm frustrated. Follow me on Twitter if you don't already. It's your boy Jess, and I am out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.